Thank you. Thanks, Rosa. You know, when it comes to national security, it's not just that Republicans are doing nothing. They're actually doing damage to our national security. Leader Pelosi has just led us on a CODEL, as Rosa mentioned, to visit with our NATO allies, our NATO partners in Italy, our NATO partners in Afghanistan. And I felt like we should have brought brooms and mops to clean up the damage that Donald Trump is creating for those allies and those partners, to clean up the mess, the national security mess that he is creating. In Italy, we had to reassure some of our closest partners in NATO that we're not going to abandon them, we're not going to turn our backs on them, we're not going to weaken them, and we're not going to undermine them. In Afghanistan, we had to tell our partners in Afghanistan, the president of Afghanistan, but also our own military leaders, that we were going to stand by them, that we're not going to undermine them, as a Republican presidential candidate has publicly suggested that he will do. Last month, House Democrats unveiled our Stronger America agenda. And it's critical, but it's also easy to understand for the American people. Number one, we're going to work with our NATO allies to combat terrorism around the world. Number two, we're going to provide our military the resources that they need. Number three, we're going to increase funding for the FBI's counterterrorism initiatives and activities. Number four, we're going to expand DHS airport perimeter programs. And number five, we're going to take guns out of the hands of suspected terrorists by passing no-fly, no-buy. Those are 5 priorities that we would have gotten done before we left for recess had we been in the majority in the House of Representatives. Those are 5 priorities that House Republicans have completely turned their backs on. This has become, for House Republicans, an August of apology for their presidential candidates. It needs to be an August of action for the American people. And all we have faced from House Republicans is inaction, and worse than inaction, damage to our national security. With that, I will turn it over to one of the members of our CODEL, Congressman Andre Carson.